Hey everyone, and welcome to part 4 of West of Loathing for the Nintendo Switch. In the last episode, we took some time to round up all the outlaws in Dirtwater. So now that we've pretty much gotten all the major events done in this section of the game, we're going to go ahead and progress to section 2, which is Beyond the Mountains. Hopefully we can handle it. There's not too much oil. I can use that to explore a mine. Do I have? Oh, I have 2 of those. I don't need that then. But that dynamite might come in handy. Oh, but I already have 5 of it, so I won't worry about that. Oh, what? I'm not allowed to drink? Stingy game. Alright, what are my current stats at? Not too great. But the only way we're gonna know if it's good enough is if we head out there. Alright. Let's go to Reboot Hill first. Oh. Yeah. You pass by a pile of old bones. When you stop to examine them, they assemble into a skeleton that it's attacking you. And now that I think about it, even that isn't particularly special. Gee, what a humdrum encounter. Oh, it's a plain old skeleton, but it's one of the toughest enemies health-wise I've seen so far. Well, unfortunately for you, old skeleton, Anna destroys skeletons! You return the skeleton to the pile of bones from whence it came. Some loose parts. Don't worry, it's just paint. Oh, okay. So Boot Hill was named to Reboot Hill. Is this where they buried the CGI series Reboot? Wooly would probably like to visit here. A whole bunch of nothing out here. What? There's a cube. Huh, that's neat. I'll have to remember that. Ghost. You see the ghost of an elderly woman holding flowers. She seems lost and depressed, above and beyond what's expected for a ghost. Howdy, ma'am. Is there something I can help you with? Oh, it's so awful. I can't remember at all. That is a terrible ghost voice. But I'm going with it, so too bad for you. Let's start at the beginning, okay? Well, you see, I had 4 daughters. They married 4 brothers, the Smith boys. And after that, they each had 5 daughters of their own. Unfortunately, I outlived every one of the 24 of them. You know you're a ghost, right? Oh, yes. In fact, I died here in this graveyard, where they're all buried. I came to visit them, and I suppose my poor old heart finally gave out. That's not the problem, though. 95 years is a pretty good run, after all. So what did you forget? I brought this bouquet of flowers to put on my favorite granddaughter's grave, but I can't remember which of them was my favorite. I'm so ashamed, and I can't bear to leave until I've remembered. I see. Well, maybe I can help you figure it out. Oh, thank you. I'd appreciate that ever so much. No problem, ma'am. Can you remember anything about your granddaughter? Well, I'm quite certain her first name ended in a vowel. Does that include Y? Okay, anything else? I remember I was 40 when she was born. Oh, no, 37, or was it 42? It must have been somewhere in that range at least. Okay. Anything else? Oh, her first name was longer than her last, just like mine. Anything else? I remember that she wasn't buried next to any of my daughters. She passed at the same age as poor Becky, who was always in such ill health. Oh, her favorite hobby was knitting. She She knit me a lovely sweater for Crimbo just the year before she died. And that's all I can remember. Okay, so let's take some notes here. Name ends in a vowel. She was born. Old lady here was, do I have a pen around? This actually turned into a fairly sizable logic puzzle. First name longer than last. Her first name ended in a vowel, so I can eliminate a lot through that. Not buried next to any of her daughters. You know what? Hold on. I got an idea. Okay, so I have 6 clues to work with. Alright, dearie, I'll be here. Jeez. I'll be back in a minute. Alright, little Becky. Jeez, look at all these. Oh. You uncover a coffin that was apparently delivered by mail because it still has the address painted on it. Either that or it was a joke about somebody going to Hellstorm Ranch after they die. Okay, but they're all named Smith. Rebecca. Oh, there's more options? A cap? Don't need it. Peggy Immortal. Tripe Pie? Oh, that's actually pretty good. Face. Oh, a pile of skeletons. Never, nobody ever saw a man die that way before. They're guarding a sword, though. I'm getting off track. Okay, okay, so she was born in 800. So the person born was born sometime between 1837 and 1842. So let's see how many options we can get from those clues. Pamela could be no. Penultimate Becky. First Becky, or wait, no. Fiona. Oh wait, no. Yeah. Not Faith. Not Fidelity. Actually, I can also use the daughters as a clue, because if I... Okay, so it's not Madeline. Well, I knew that already. Yeah. No. Patricia could be. No, not. But she's married to Lilith. I think that's one of the daughters. Pamela and Penultimate can't be. Alright, hold on. Let me reference the clues. Okay, she passed away at the same age as Becky. So that's something to keep in mind. Okay, so it can't be... So it's either 38 or 24. Pamela fits the 38. Wait. Oh, no, darn it. I didn't want it. She split me up for Crimbo just the year before she died. Did I even see a Crimbo? Is that, or is that last clue just a misnomer or a red herring? No, there's no Crimbo. It's not that I see. Alright, so... Oh, little Becky. There's another option. She was born in the wrong time. So it can't be her anyway. However, she could... So 16 is also a viable option. But Pamela matches 16. Not her. Pretty sure that's not her either. Wrong time. Patricia. It could be Patricia. Paula didn't last a day, basically. Lenore. Can't be Pearl. Man, this is a fairly tough puzzle. At least to solve mentally. Okay, so nobody in this row. Oh, wait. Lenore's out of date. She's out of date. She's out of date. I'm buried next to her sister. Meredith doesn't end with the last name. Okay, so I've crossed out this group. Crossed out her. And her and her, so this group's out. Wrong year, wrong year. No last name. That's out. There's another Becky? They don't share the same age, though. Doesn't match the year count. This one does. Okay. No, no. No. Too short of a name. Too short of a name. A Becky. No. She has... the same lifespan. She's not buried next to either any daughters. No, wrong way. I remember that she passed it this poor, poor Becky. I'm inclined to believe that the youngest one is poor, poor Becky. Which, if that's the case, would make her 16. It's too long for Melissa, but is just right for Pamela. Oh, but she's buried next to Pearl Smith, so she doesn't count. It's got to be Melissa. Oh wait, no. There's still Patricia. Who's 38, and I think that's the same age as first Becky. Yeah, that's right. And she is the same age as second Becky. Patricia could be the correct answer. Melissa might be disqualified by... I'll go with Patricia. I think that's right. Wait, no, hold on. Did I read... Oh, dang it. Ah, crud. Must have been Melissa then. Must have been the... Alright, that's... Jeez, this is a tough group. Alright, I need to summon a golem. Wall to cover from gunfire. just gonna go down the list, killing the rest of them. I'm gonna go ahead and kill the stat booster one. That's a problem I don't need. Oh, there goes the bean. Whack him. If I use her to take out this guy, and they only have one attacker left. He can only boost, so he's no threat on his own. Luckily for me, Alice is here. This would have been a lot harder. Oh, now she's gained more strength. Ooh, a sweet sword. How does it compare to my spatula? Let me, yeah. Oh. Yeah, let's go with this. Round out my stats a little. Alright, move on to the second plot. Whiskey. Gothic cameo? Spooky resistance. Tombstone is big, fancy, and has a door. Open the door. There's a document and a weird little metal object. Read the document. It describes a toe tine. The document describes a toe tine, the burial wishes of Chef Bartley, and a weird sequence of letters. BTLITR. Oh. Key fragment. Can't open that. That. I guess we're not doing anything with those. Oh, final plot. Exploding skull syndrome. Oh! No, there's cultists. We're actually making a pretty big leap in her investigation. Pick it up. This skeleton doesn't seem particularly threatening, apart from being a general reminder of your own mortality. Hello, who are you? My name's Bernard, but shh, lower your voice. They'll hear us. Who, the cultists? Shh, yes! Not a fan. They're reanimating dead people's skeletons. I don't want to be reanimated. It sounds horrible. Can you imagine having to walk around without your skin on? How embarrassing. Not to mention cold. Sure, well... Plus, I mean, dying's hard enough. Who wants to come back to life just when you got used to being dead, right? I can see that. Please, can you do something? I don't want them to find me. Okay, I'll let you know when it's safe. Gee, thanks. I'll just hang back here until the coast is clear. I don't want to... I have the feeling that you kind of have to use food to, like, actually be strong enough. Increases your nothing. Nah, I'm not gonna worry about that right now. Alright, so let's try and get to Breadwood. Arg! What the heck? A ranting, flailing man has just burst out of the woods and is running straight for you. He's wearing a strange dome-shaped metal hat which bristles with wires and old protrusions that crackle intermittently with bright blue sparks. He seems upset? Alright, I guess I gotta fight him. Okay, on the wall. Increase armor class just so he doesn't one-shot me. Fire spell. Make it stop. What is it with my being not hitting things? Okay, so... Myself healthy just in case he tries to use a special attack of some kind. Seriously, get some glasses, dude. Alice can't win it yet. Just heal up a bit more. You beat the weirdo down and take his crazy hat. That'll teach him not to startle innocent travelers. You know a town's gone to pot when the horses are drunk. Yeah, what do you say, Alice? There's a military cemetery near here. The Territory's military cemetery? Hush, this is important. We're talking about a very large graveyard filled with the skeletons of soldiers. Oh yeah, that could be bad. Yeah. Am I forgetting about anything? Alright, thanks for the reminder. Howdy, Mayor. I'm Jackal James, here on behalf of the Manifest Destiny Railroad Company. We need to build a bridge in a hurry, so I'm here to cut a deal with you for the lumber. Alright, I believe we can scrap together that much wood. What sort of down payment are you offering? Oh, I sort of expected you would just bill us. You want that much lumber with no payment up front? Are you serious? I can probably offer you free train rides. I do enjoy a nice train ride, but that deal would be a real problem. And I've already got 7 problems to worry about. The mayor glances at the list of problems posted on the wall and paces around nervously. Maybe I can help you with some of your problems. Oh, thank you. I'd certainly welcome any assistance you can offer. Oh, jeez. The missing mail. Our last batch of mail never got here. We don't know if something happened to the mailman or what. Go talk to Reginald in the bunkhouse. He used to be a mailman, so he can tell you where to start your search. Alright. Last time a mayor let this list get over 3 items, we chased him out of town with his breadstick nailed to the top of his head. Alright, so... Don't be this guy. This guy is grimly washing dishes. He notices you looking and waves at you. You waves you away, irritated. Just two old friends reminiscing about good times and occasionally showing one another the guns in a non-threatening way. It's probably dangerous to interrupt this. Well, looks like some poor son of a biscuit wandered in town. Howdy, cake sucker. Wow, geez, rude and baffling. Get used to it. We like our cussing here in Breadwood. Sure, fine, but cake sucker? We also like our breads and bread-related products. So I've noticed. What's with the guy washing dishes? That muffin lover ran up a tab he couldn't pay off. So now he gets to wash dishes. Some of the dishes I've been saving for just such an occasion. How much does he owe? $150. I'll pay it. You're even dumber than I assumed, but whatever. You're gonna tell me he's free yourself. Alright. Hey, I paid off your tab. You're free. Huh? What'd you do a thing like that for? I was just feeling charitable, I guess. Well, thanks, but I don't know how to do pretty much nothing except washing dishes. Nothing at all? Well, I can also wash clothes, and I can play the washboard, and that's pretty much it, though. Well, there's plenty of job opportunities opening up in Dirtwater. Why don't you try your luck out there? Well, alright. It's worth a shot. Thanks, pal. And he leaves with a wave, and the bartender replaces the sign on the wall. We don't take kindly to strangers, stranger. Don't need your kind around here. Did you say need or need? Well, anyway. Man. Okay, I'm just gonna give you just enough time to read this because I'm not going through this again. This is the 4th time they've given an overly long description for what's in a spittoon, and I do not care to read. No, I'm not telling you. Why are you doing this to me? I have to skip lunch today because I couldn't stop thinking of you and these foul spittoons. Oh, I'm not listening. You find nothing. You are the worst person in the world. Anyway, it's a pair of boots. There, Mr. Delicate. Okay, they got me to read it. Boots, great. Boots filled with bandit spit. I hope you have to invent a whole new kind of trench foot just for you. I hope they name it after you. I owe you 1 piano. I got a rope. There's a blank postcard. Maybe you should write to your family back home. In case you don't know how the mail works. You see one of these by going to a building called a post office. Yeah, I'll write a postcard. That'll be nice. Disables target for 2 rounds. Well, that might actually come in handy. Mushroom plucking pyres. Oh! I didn't even notice this Beancraft book. Oh, and there's something with the foraging skill. Man, they got a lot of good stuff in this. Alright. Don't know why I did that, but let's see what we got here. Temporary increases mysticality. Maximum AP. A skill that lets you regenerate health during combat. Well, I already got a healer. So let's go with Wary. I didn't trust that book. Okay, and the other one should give me the foraging skill. Unfortunately, while practicing your techniques, you accidentally sneeze the book into book juice, which it turns out isn't a real thing. This game is weird. Okay. Bunkhouse. Oh. Darn it, I can't even read. I can't even harvest with the new harvest skill I got. Oh, Master of Flushing. Let's see. Oh, wow. My Russell's got a good workout. Howdy, are you Reginald? Who the Follicia? I don't know how to say that word. Name's Jekyll James. The mayor's got me investigating some missing mail. Said you could give me a line of where to start looking. Oh, yeah, alright. I gave up being a mailman a couple of years ago, but I doubt they've changed the system much. All the mail headed here used to go through a way station just southwest of here. I'll mark it on your map. Thanks. Howdy, stranger. I'm Hubbard Burpett. You're what? Oh, I mean, hi, Barbert. I'm Jekyll James. Hubbard Burpett. Buppert? That's a weird name. You seem like the traveling sort. Mind doing a fella a favor? What's the favor? Thing is, my only dream in life is to see an owl skeleton. That's quite a dream. I've heard they got one at the Pettin Cemetery, but... The what? Pettin Cemetery. Is that what it sounds like? Exactly what it sounds like. But see, I ain't got the meat for a ticket. You want a loan? Nah, I got no prospects for paying it back. But I got a camera, and I figured if you went to the cemetery, you could take a picture of the owl skeleton and bring it back to me. Alright. Gee, thanks a bundle. Got an item owl camera. Marks the location. Okay, I'll be back. They're taking a lot of quests here. Alright, well... Let's start with Postal Way Cemetery. Well, here's the thing out of nightmares. Maybe not your nightmare specifically, but definitely someone's. A human skeleton sculling towards you, crackling with blue electricity and making a loud hissing noise that sounds like a cross between a nest of angry rattlesnakes and a broken radio. Did you know that bones, particularly dry bones like yours, are piezoelectric? It refers to materials that generate an electrical charge when they're compressed, like crystals and certain types of ceramics. The interesting bit is that the opposite is also true. If you run electrical current through bone, it compresses on itself. At low voltages, this is sometimes used to compress small fractures and speed up healing time, but if too much current is applied, there's a possibility of mechanical strain and the skeleton suddenly explodes. Not through science, but through just wanting you to shut up. Vibrating scapula. Yeah, just like that. There's a note. Postal Service property. No trespassing. This sign can't stop me because I can't read. See? Anyone in here? You don't even want to know what bureaucratic processes were involved in the placement of this outhouse. A big map of the whole region with lots of confusing little annotations on it. Letter Roy Bean. Blank postcard. An article about how they had to change the name of Boot Hill Cemetery to Reboot Hill Cemetery because of all of the skeletons in there coming back to life. Stack of old newspapers. This cabinet is full of maps, but you have no idea what any of them mean. Maybe you could ask about it at the post office in Dirtwater. Yeah, maybe. I wish I... Is there not a track... Well, I got a letter for Roy Bean, so let's go down there and... Fort of Darkness. We'll deal with that later. I'm trying to keep someone on task. What do you say, Alice? Uh-oh. What's that? Is there no cemetery in the area we need to check out? Yeah, you might say that. Definitely there's a cemetery-ish thing. Definitely we need to check it out. Well, that doesn't sound ominous at all. Thanks for the reminder. Wait, hold on a second. Take that. Oh, wait, nope. Back out there. Howdy there, Pilgrim. Name's Roy Bean. Howdy, Roy. I'm Jackal James. What do you do here? Well, when I first came to these parts, I was all about two things, dispensing justice and dispensing jelly beans. I was the biggest name in bounty hunting and candy selling anyone ever heard of. Gosh, what happened? Oh, nothing particularly tragic. Got old is all. Hung up my pistol for good. He's pointing at an empty hook on the wall over a spittoon. I still sell some jelly beans from time to time, but they're out of fashion. This whole place is just a jelly bean museum now. I found this letter addressed to you. Letter? End of the letter. He opens it, reads it, snorts derisively, and tosses it into the fireplace behind him. Thanks anyway. For a jelly bean museum, I don't see very many jelly beans. Huh! Bunch of crooks and shady characters stole them. All 3 jars. Suppose they think I'm a soft target now that I'm retired. Well, now I certainly appreciate the assistance. Can't offer much in the way of reward, but I can tell you which way the first group of thieves went if you haven't out that direction. This lack of jelly beans is not for sale. As soon as you get near the spittoon, you can smell the overpowered sweet stench it exudes. Nauseating sweat like a rotting corpse of a you know I'm going it. Is Roy using jelly beans as tuning backhoe? Yeah, of course he is. We're talking about a bowl of jelly beans. Do you see them or put your hand? Go for it. Look, I'm serious. You're about to permanently tie your hand with. Well, I tried. Don't say I didn't warn you. You plunge your hand in the spittoon and fish around for a while. Eventually, you pull out a really disgusting pistol and a really disgusting hand to shoot it with. Is that the first? I think that's the first time I've actually gotten a consequence from that. Spittoon hand. Oh, it actually has a. Your hand has been permanently stained by the rainbow-colored contents of the nasty spittoon. On the bright side, the hand will never suffer anything worse than that ever again. There's a single yellow jelly bean in this case with a sign that says Paraguayan murder bee honey jelly bean. Very rare, 6,000 meat. What kind of lunatic would pay 6,000 meat for a single jelly bean? Actually, fairly decent. Ow. Okay. Let's go back to Breadwood. Yoshi suddenly gets spooked of something off the side of the trail, and it's easy to understand why. There's a horse skeleton in the ditch, which is a thing that probably extra spooky if you're a horse. Approaching the horse move closer, you see the tattered remains of a pair of Pony Express saddlebags on the skeletal flanks. The starboard bag is empty, but the port one contains a skeleton human hand with a ring on it. You conclude that either the horse's rider died with his hand in the saddlebag, or somebody's really sad that the skeleton hand they ordered never showed up, even though they paid extra to have it sent Pony Express. Ring of getting places faster. That probably eliminates random encounters. Reduces the frequency of random encounters. That was close. But considering there's one that happens every time I walk. Oh, wait. Okay, so I guess I need to go back to Dirtwater to figure out how to read the maps. I don't think I put on that ring. I guess I got lucky. Okay. Hey, I need some help tracking down some missing mail. How do you mean? A mail delivery went missing on the way to Breadwood, and I'm hunting it down on behalf of their mayor. The local mail station had a bunch of route maps, but I don't know which one I need. Well, that information ain't exactly secret, but I ain't supposed to just give it out either. The delivery going missing is bad news, though. I suppose it's alright just this once. Oh, here a second. After a couple of minutes, she comes back with a sheet of notepad. Oh, it's a girl. Okay, so each map has a code number on it, you see? Based on region and direction of travel, she explains how to work out the code you need and gives you a cheat sheet for reference. Okay. So I got that. Hi, I'm Jekyll Tails. Any mail for me? Yes, actually. Package. Alright. I just send a postcard. Oh, that'll be the one of the prepaid ones. That'll be 0 meat then. So, what's the package from Root? Dear bro, I thought you might be able to use this. Portable arcane oven. What a great kid. Dear bro. Whoa. Geez, you really missed that kid, and you missed your parents. You get all nostalgic just thinking about it. Now it's all in brown scale. This crate contains a dismantled arcane oven, which explains why it's so heavy, and also I think... Well, it gives it a more Western feel. Okay, so use this. All-purpose beans. Let's cook something amazing. Cook hardened beans, and voila. Don't cook anything. Well, you know, since I can prepare these, maybe I should use them. I think I have another one down here. Way down here. Increases your spell damage. Okay, got that done. I should probably go back to my spatula since it's my area of focus. Settle up. We're going back to that post office. You encounter... Oh, it's a good thing I increased my mysticality. You encounter a man who, for some reason, has set up 3 wooden posts sticking out of the ground, with the first one encircled by a pyramidal stack of differently sized stone rings. The man is looking at the stone and scratching his head. When he sees you, he asks if you mind helping him move the stones to the 3rd post. You give the man his stone rings, the double middle fingers, and stride away with deep satisfaction. What? Why? I don't get that. Why did I need Mysticality 20 to tell the man he was being stupid? Alright. Trespass anyway. Use the cheat sheet to find the route map that leads to Breadwood. On the map. Chuck's house. Something about this house makes you suspicious. You can't quite put your finger on it. The place looks perfectly normal after all, but you can't shake the feeling there's something very wrong going on here. Let's see. Noose, broken windows, graves. Cellar door man, I bet it's all kinds of horror down there, like some kind of medieval torture dungeon. You could be getting yourself in a real bad situation. Let's take the... It's locked! But is it locked to keep you out or to keep something in? Whoa, is that a plot code lock? Those things are unpickable! Okay, fine. Enter, come, I knock on the door. A voice inside calls out, come on, it's open. It's always open. The door creaks open and you step into the house. The interior is an absolute nightmare. The walls are covered with rusty chains and hooks, as well as a variety of wicked-looking knives and shears. A man of indeterminate age and slightly hunched posture grins wildly as you enter, his eyes gleaming. He's standing near a large puddle of blood on the floor. Hello, my name is Chuck. Welcome to my little blood and breakfast. Your what? Blood and breakfast. Oh, sorry, I have a lisp. Oh, a lisp? Yes, it makes lewd sound like lewd. And bead and breakfast. I see. People also tell me that I emphasize words oddly, but I don't get that at all. Yeah, this place is charming. Chuck is staring at. You notice that his left eye has a tendency to drift sideways as he stares and then resets when he blinks, which is not often enough. Excuse me. Yeah, how can I help you? You said you were running a bread and breakfast here? That's what I should, yes. Has the mailman been here recently? Why, yes. My last guest was a mailman. Such a nice fellow. It's a shame he's no longer with us. I hope you just mean that he left. I like to think he'll always be here. In spirit. Can I have a look at the guest room? It's in the cellar, but I'm afraid it's unavailable at the moment. My last guest is only just checked out, and I still need to clean up the mess. Oh. What's on the menu? Homemade sausages and tomato soup. I also have a special tea blend that's a real knockout. Special tea blend? Yes, a very herbal blend that puts my guests right to sleep. It's very effective. What kind of sausages do you offer? Long pork sausages, my grandfather's own recipe. Did you just say long pork? That's right. I make them longer than regular pork sausages. They're more filling that way. I do not know what I'm doing with this guy's voice, but that's probably what makes it effective. This is puzzling and uncomfortable for many different reasons. Okay. I can't help but notice you have a giant pool of blood on your floor. Blood? Oh, no. I can see why you might think that, as that is certainly looked like blood, but this is tomato soup. Tomato soup? Yes, I spilled my lunch. Very clumsy of me. I was just getting started cleaning it up when you arrived. Let's go. There's nothing very unusual, but you do notice 2 jars of tea leaves labeled Sleepy Time and Earl Grape. You surreptitiously swap the labels. Chuck doesn't seem to have noticed. Sorry, that's private. That's my blood room. Your what? My blood room. My bead room. Oh, right. Gotcha. This is a large collection of steel chains and hooks, as well as knives, shears, and other blade implements. Everything is covered with rust, or possibly dry blood, or possibly both. Aha! You've noticed my collection. Yeah, it's, dramatic. It all belonged to my father, and his father before him. They were butchers. And you? I do a little bit, but not professionally. I broke with family tradition to run my little blood and breakfast. Okay, I think that's everything. Well, I think I've... Oh, wait. Huh. Oh, that reminds me. I left the kettle on. The water should be boiled by now. Would you care for a cup of tea? No thanks, I'm good. Chuck pours himself a cup of tea and sips it while staring at you. After a bit, he starts to look drowsy. Oh my, I'm coming over all sleep. Perhaps I should run down for a few minutes. It has been a long day. Please excuse me. Okay, he's gone. Do I want to follow him? Alright, I guess we're going after him. Sneak on over here. Seems to be, there's a key on top of the truck. Yoink! Well, this is a bad idea, but you unlock the door and seal yourself what you're about to see. It doesn't look nearly as horrific down here as you expected, unless you're particularly horrified by an unmade bed. Hey, this looks like the missing bag of mail. Grab it. Grabbing the blank postcard. Oh, wow. A lot of good books. Alright. Let's see, logs and how to pick them. You've already learned everything this book has to teach you. Yeah, good point. A spell increases use the old beam. Unfortunately, you get so good at clearing your mind that you completely lose your memory of where you left the book. Man, I have bad luck with books. As you're climbing out of the cellar, a mailman approaches you. Oh man, thank goodness, you found my mail. This mailbag is yours? Yeah, I've been stressed out lately, so I took a day off and rented a room here as a sort of mini vacation. Chuck's a great guy. A little weird, I guess, but real personable. And his cooking's great. Love tomato soup and those great big sausages. His tea does wonders for my insomnia, too. It did seem pretty effective. Anyway, I forgot my mailbag and wasn't sure where I left it, so I've been retracing my steps for ages. Thanks for finding it. Sure, no problem. Here you go. The mailman walks away with the bag of shoulder, whistling cheerful too. Oh, well, looks everything's fine. Mission accomplished! Da 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 da. Not that game. You spot a guy riding around the road on a brown horse, wearing a brown fur hat and carrying a brown shopping bag with a brown loaf of stolen bread sticking out of the top. You can't tell it's stolen. You can tell it's stolen because the bag has a little picture of a loaf of bread on. He rides up and brandishes a great big loaf of bread at you. Hand over all of your bread or I'll bludgeon you to death. Geez, you sure like bread, huh? Yeah, it's kind of a thing. Listen, you know that old saying, give a man a fish and he eats for a day, teach a man to fish and he eats for the rest of his life? I don't like fish. I just like bread. You've kind of missed the point. I'll go slowly. You write down your mom's bread recipe and explain it to him in short words. He gives you his large and very stale loaf of bread in exchange and rides away excitedly. You got a hard loaf. By the way, if you want me to change it back to regular black and white, just let me know in the comments. Or, I mean, the chat. Are you signed to the missing mail? Yep, found the missing mailman too. He's on his way to deliver it. Excellent. I hope there's a new issue of Mayor's Monthly. Okay, so the overdue book. Our library's only got 4 books, so it's serious business when someone doesn't return one. Our records say it was loaned out to a lady named of Alexandria. There was a couple of mayors ago, so I don't know her, but we've got an address. Alexandria Ranch. Oh, looks like the mail got here. So where is Alexandria Ranch? Off on the side of the trail, you spot a little cluster of gin blossoms. It's strange to see them growing so far away from Allison Road, which is their native habitat. Blossom gin. Oh, we got a herd of cows to fight. Let's see. Alright. The heck with it. Suiting up for battle. And of course, increases your muscles by 3. Oh. Oh, there's a limit to how much food you can eat in a day? Okay, so... increases your melee damage by 5 for the rest of the day. Increases your mysticality by 11! Do I want to spend this now? Nah, I'll... You know, uncork the laudanum and spill most of it on the ground before drinking the remainder. Just as well, the whole bottle would definitely have killed you. Alright. See if we can't handle this. Oh, it's a spell. Okay. That deals between 21... Oh, I have 8 action points? Okay, let's see. Increase armor. And start blasting them. Okay, these guys are weak. I'll beat them for sure. Take care of him. So yeah, the food mechanic actually does matter, in the sense that you have a limitation how much you can use per day. Roasted cow tongue, smoldering leather. Alright. The Diary of Alexandria. Okay. You flip through the diary. Most of it is uneventful, describing the life of a woman who likes books and isn't interested in much else. It ends with a passage about a soldier from a nearby fort warning her about some kind of danger he wouldn't specify, so she moved her most valuable books to the cellar and took the ordinary precautions, etc., boarding up the windows and not leaving the house at night. Turns out it wasn't much good against cannonballs. Wait, she got fired on by cannonballs? Oh, another Beancraft book. I guess I'll take blood beans. Unfortunately, you get so distracted by your newfound vigor that you misplace the book. You see, this is why I'm never going to have a library. Well, wait, how do I get in here? Overdue. Oh. Well, I guess I can just go ahead and return the book then. Curious Abandoned Well. I'm gonna have to check out the Curious Abandoned Well. Who knows what could be in it? Oh, the transponder. This must be technology of some kind. A gate! Oh! Here we go. It's lifeless. Oh! screen. Habuno Stackumsum. You insert your card in the slot, the machine screen splits into frenzied activity. You can't consciously make sense of what you're watching, but when it's over, you know things you didn't know before. You learn the L vibrato word for clothing, education, and West. Oh, indeed. It says poo-poo. 7. You look at the best. Better leave that alone until I know. Oh, okay, so more punch cards. So we found a new facility. Man, I am not making any money in all this. You encounter a goblin chef out harvesting produce, by which I mean knocking lumps off a cactus. It gives you some real side eye when it sees you. Hey you, a human! To keeping away from these lumps, they are mine! Or maybe I am cooking you instead! What? You goblins don't people to eating, do you? Haha, no, gross! I did saying that to scare you away. Did you scare? Jeez, a little, I guess. Nice! So, what's cooking? Lumps! Okay then. Instead of bashing the cactus part, have you considered cutting it up with a knife? What? To considering cactus with knife to cutting? Ah, yes! Another chef man's suggesting this. The texture all of wrong. Here, you can having his pants. They don't goblin legs fitting. Get your pants. What do I currently have in this department? 6 muscle. Yeah, I think I'll leave on what I got. Right? Were you able to find that missing library book? Well, half of it. Well, that's a real bagel biter. Oh well, everyone mostly skipped the words and just looked at the pictures anyway. And mostly just the bottom half of the pictures. So that's alright. At least the captions are there still, guys. Okay. Let's see. The logging permit. We're running out of trees around here and need to expand our operation a bit. Problem is, we need a logging permit for the next town, or from the next town, and the whole place up and died before the paperwork was settled. A whole town, huh? Well, that's not suspicious. Okay. I guess we go to Ghostwood then. As Yoshi carrying navigations and a bunch of weird rock formations, everything suddenly goes silent. Everything except the racing of your pulse, that is, because you stumbled across a horrifying ungulith. Oh. Okay. Put my armor. Bring out the beans. And hit him with the fire damage. That the best you got? Great Northern Blizzard, level 2. Infernal Soul Fragment. That'll be good for screen. Oh, jeez. I see what he meant. Stable, jail, office supply, town hall. This is a regular cactus. Well, the ghost of a regular cactus. Well, the ghost of a regular cactus with the ghost of a pencil stabbed into it. You try to grab the pencil, but your hand keeps slipping through. All these buildings in this little town are weirdly hazy and translucent. Oh, like, ghost. It's a literal ghost town. You might expect to be able to just walk straight through the door of a ghost building, but some kind of force is preventing it. I guess you could knock on the force. Fist makes a distant echoey plap, sound on the barroom door, and a ghostly voice comes out of nowhere. Howdy there, fella. New in town? Yeah, I was wondering if, sorry, I can't do business with you unless you have a visitor identification card. I ain't supposed to even talk to you, really. Oh, where do I get one? Try the town hall down the end of the street. Alright, fine. Oh, a visitor! You'll be needing a visitor identification card. I guess so. I'll be happy to fill out the forms. Most living people have trouble holding the pages. You'll be needing a number 3 pencil. If you're filling out the form, can't you just use your own pencil? I will be, but the instructions state very clearly that the applicant must have a number 3 pencil. A number 3 pencil? Isn't a number 2 pencil the usual kind? I suppose, but a number 3 pencil is 50% more official. Well, okay, where can I get one? Try the Department of Requisitions. It's just next door. You mean the general store? It's a little more specific these days, but yes. Alright, over here. Don't you love bureaucracy? Oh, excuse me, I need, sorry. Sorry, can't help you unless you have a visitor ID. But I need a pencil for, so no visitor ID, no supplies. Can I grab this one? Oh, the general store won't give me a pencil without a visitor ID. No, certainly not. They aren't authorized to deal with anyone who doesn't have ID. So how am I supposed to get a number 3 pencil? I suppose I could issue you a temporary visitor permit. You don't need a pencil for that one. Okay, great. What's your last name? James. First name? No, it's Jack. Middle name? I want to say it's Marshall. Where are you from, Marshall James? I'm staying in Dirtwater at the moment. Oof, well, if you set your sights low enough, you'll never be disappointed. Alright, how many bars are in the window of the Adjunct Department of Records? What? It's a quiz to make sure you're actually paying attention and care about a little town. It's just breezing through to show your dedication. 7? Nope. Go count them and try again. Okay, so 6. There's a pencil sharpener out here. Hey, wait a minute. Oh, wait, I can't eat this because I'm full. James, Jekyll, Marshall, Dirtwater. I counted 10. What? Not sure if you could lead a ghost horse to this, even if you wanted to. Too bad I don't have the ghost horse. Is this a ghost rock? Okay, is it 8? What am I supposed to be counting here? Oh, wait. In the window. Correct. Alright, everything seems to be in order. Here's your temporary visitor pass. Thanks. It expires in 11 seconds. Oh, better run. Excuse me. Oh, hello. I need it. Okay, last name? James. Fine. James. Jackal. Marshall. Singing Dirt Water. 6. This place sucks. James. What? I couldn't have done that any faster. You managed to snag the pencil with the corner of your temporary visitor permit and yank it out of the cactus. Now, oh wait, number 4 pencil! Well, maybe I can sharpen it. Grind off the corner of it. Well, 3/4 of a number 4 is a number 3, right? Right, a number 3 pencil, here it is. That's a number 4 pencil. No, it's 75% of a number 4 pencil. I see, I don't see anything about this in the bylaws. Very well, I suppose it'll do. Let's get you started on that visitor identification permit. Last name? James. Jackal. Marshall. Dirt Water. A good drainage ditch. 6. How many bars? How many bars are in the window? I didn't ask. Yes, you did! That. This is the worst mission in anything I've ever played. Okay, how many bars are in the windows of the Adjunct Department of Records? Is it 10? Alright, it must have been the jail this time. Alright, everything seems to be in order. Allow me to officially welcome you to the Down the Ghost. Thank you. Say, was it always called Ghostwood or... Yeah, total coincidence. Okay, so I'm here for... Okay. I'm here on behalf of the mayor of... I'm here on behalf of the mayor of Breadwood. He needs a permit to do some logging in this area. I see. Well, that shouldn't be a problem. I just need to review the logging records to make sure there are no disqualifying incidents. Go to the department records, it's 2 doors down, and tell them I need the Breadwood file training to logging. Mr. James, was it? What can I do you for? Picking up a file. Oh, you want the Department of Records. It's next door. This is the Adjunct Department of Records. Oh, so that was the distinction. Oh, it's the stable. Department of Records, how can I help you, Mr. James? One moment, please. Breadwood, Applewood, Anti-Wood, Badwood. Did you mean Baglewood? No, it's just Breadwood. Must be a suburb. Beaverwood, Bestwood, Bitterwood, Bloodwood. Ah, here we're good. Bloodwood. What section do you need? Logging records. That section has been downgraded from disuse. You'll need to pick it up from the Adjunct Department of Records next door. Naturally. Bring it back here when you've got it, and I'll put it in an official inter-department document transfer folder for you. Is that really necessary? Absolutely. You can't transfer documents between departments without an inter-department document transfer folder. It's unthinkable. You do have it! Give it to me! Great. Which file? Logging reports for the town of Breadwood. Alright, 1 second. Here we are. But what's wrong? Well, these pages are all loose. I can't give them to you like this. What if they blow away? I'm just taking them next door. They're giving me a document folder. It'll be fine. No, no. What if there's a free gust of wind as soon as you leave here? It would be chaos. What do you propose? Well, fortunately, I happen to be the one person in town officially authorized to use a stapler. So you'll staple them together for me. I'd be glad to. But I don't have a stapler. Of course you don't. Don't worry. All you have to do is go to the Department of Requisitions next door and requisition one. So I bring you a stapler and you give me the file. Yeah. Better have a stapler. I need a requisition for stapler. Alright, first we'll need to fill out a requisition form. I figured. Last name? Jackal. Marshall. I prefer cake. Ugh, well, despite that, everything seems to be in order. I'll get this file. Don't criticize me for my love of cake, you hack. Got you a stapler. Great, there's nothing better than their new stapler smell. Can I get that logging report now? You bet. Kerchunk! He says that out loud. Here you go, freshly stapled and wind resistant. Now, back over here for the stupid folder. Alright, let me just put those in official inter-department document transfer folder for you. There you go. Now we can go back to the mayor's office. I'd be dragging my butt across the ground at this point, too. How can I be of service? I got the file. The Brentwood logging records. Fine, let's have a look at... Oh, for the love of... What's wrong? That idiot stapled the pages together right in the middle. How is that even possible? This is why we took his stapler away from him in the first place. The file is unreadable. You're going to have to take it back and tell him to unstaple it. I'm gonna break this over his head. Administration wants you to unstaple these papers. I'm sorry, I'm only authorized for stapling, not unstapling. Try next door at the Department of Records. I think they have an unstapler there. Okay, I guess it was the other one. I need some papers unstapled. Okay, I'm a fully authorized unstapler, so that's no problem. Spoke too soon, did you? Well, it's just that I don't see the staple remover anyway. Oh, that's right. The Department of Libations borrowed it to open beer bottles. Oh, good. I was wondering we weren't going to make it over here. Well, howdy. What can I do here for, Mr. James? This is the biggest waste of my time. I need a drink immediately. No, stay on task. Sure do. The thing pops the tops off beer bottles like you wouldn't believe. So long as it removes staples, I'll be happy. I imagine it does, but I'm afraid I'm not authorized for unstapling. You'll have to take it back over to records. Here you are. Just do it already. Great. Just have a look at those papers here. Adjunct records up to his old tricks again, I see. These don't even need to be stapled. That's what this inter-department document transfer folder is for, after all. Right, there you go. When this is over, I'm going to break his neck in there. Can you read it? Alright, let's have a look. Okay. I can't see any problems with this. I'm frankly amazed. Let's get started on the paperwork for the logging permit. I am no longer amazed. James. Jackal. Marshall. Let me check that name against your visitor ID. Jackal, Marshall, James. Okay, that's fine. I just need to staple this here. Sign it here. And now you sign here. And also here. And also here. And here. And sign here. Good. Now just take it back to the mayor of Brentwood and have him sign on the line here and initial over here. Are you kidding me? Oh, I don't know how to do that. But wait, aren't you the mayor? Oh wait, no, Brentwood. I gotta go back. And the beeps to Shall Cave where you think might be buried in. Fortunately, the bear isn't in right now, and you find a weird crate in the back. You poke at the crate until you find the button that makes it open. Presumably, the bear won't miss the stuff. Ooh, a complicated... Wait, there's a teleporter? Relocates L Vibrato constructs to elsewhere. So I guess it's an insta-win against El Vibratos. Ugh. Excuse me, Mayor. I have some papers you need to sign for that logging permit. All right. Oh, ghost paper. This stuff is weird. Yeah. I think I need a ghost pencil for this. Here, you can borrow mine. Sign down here and initial over here. After some fumbling with the ghostly pencil, the mayor eventually manages to sign and initial the form. All right, Mayor. I'll go back soon with that permit. God willing. Good luck. Oh. Hold it right there! A bandit steps out of the bushes at the side of the road. He's pretty raggedy, but also extremely burly, like a scarecrow stuffed with footballs. He hefts a pistol that could be described as a hand cannon without getting metaphorical. Give me your dough, or else. Oh, that just... Where are you from? Brentwood. Well, this certainly doesn't reflect very well on your town. How would your mayor and chamber of commerce feel to know that you're representing Brentwood citizens as muggers and thieves? You aren't going to get many tourists that way. I was thinking of heading there myself to see the local attractions, but if this is how visitors are treated, I just don't know. Sorry. He scuffles back into the underbrush, looking abashed. Okay, and now coming back, and this better be the end of it. Hello, Mr. James. How can I be of service? Got the mayor's signature. Great. Just sign this last line at the bottom where it says receipt. Is something wrong? You cover your face with your hands. I loaned my pencil to the mayor. Oh dear. Can I not just buy another pencil? I knew it didn't say that it gave me the mayor, but I didn't feel like talking to him again. Like heck, I'm taking a detour right now. Need my pencil back. You still have my ghost pencil. I need that. Oh, terribly sorrow. It's been... I think it's haunting my beard. Ah, here you go. Right back. Alright, that's everything taken care of. Brentwood's logging permit is hereby approved. Finally. Wonderful. Processing will take about 48 hours. What? Well, everything has to be filed and the actual paper permit has to be printed somewhere. You can pick it up in 2 days. Ugh. You know what? That's fine. I'll just come back in 2 days. Alright, let's... I'm gonna take care of this business over here, because this is one thing I definitely didn't take care of. Okay, there should be an elevator back here. Oh, no. Wrong place. It was the Lost Dutch Oven Mine. That's the one I need. Open up the crate with a crowbar. Get some supplies. Ooh, Blossom Gem. That's good. Okay, now I should be able to open this with... can of oil, right down. You emerge from the elevator into a deeper shaft. By the light of your lantern, you see exposed meat veins on nearly every surface. It's unusual there would be so much readily available meat left in a working mine. What are they digging for if not this? Oh well, I need money. Oh, what the heck is this guy doing? This guy is totally out of it. He's dribbling and drooling and doesn't seem to even see you. Hey, buddy, are you okay? Uh-huh. Wave your hand in front of his face, but he doesn't react at all. Shovels dull to uselessness. Broken pickaxe. Pile of bones. Isn't this a lovely place? What is this? Oh, 500 makes sense. As you get near the rocks, the voice in your head begins screaming too loudly north. You have to get to this pit, right now. Alright, fine. Calm down. Just avoid all this stuff. The pile is very obviously made on purpose. Closer inspection reveals that the stones are mortared together. I'll just magic the rocks away. Oh! Trapezoidal piece missing from this weird crossbar. Trapezoidal piece. Oh, this was a big bunch of nothing. Your transponder gizmo beeps, and you follow the beeps to one of those weird Elbradivator machines tromping around the desert. Fortunately, he either hasn't noticed you or doesn't care. Ah, let's fight it. And blow it up. Bye. I don't know much about the mystical mumbo jumbo, but it's very unscientific. But it does come up in my research from time to time, so I can give you a basic overview. It draws some curved intersecting lines on a piece of paper and explains how they relate to local geography and so-called mystical forces. Ley line diagram. What is the purpose of this? This diagram is surprisingly comprehensive. Oh. Okay, so now that I have a keystone. Okay, so now I can go back and open the Lost Dutch oven mine. Open it. Going back. I don't know why this LRG burrito stuff made them all off themselves like this. You bend over to examine the dice and accidentally stub your toe on it. It hurts, but the box moves. It must be lighter than it looks. It says, ah, no, you have learned the Alphabet word for toilet. Oh, I need another key. Circular hole. be? Maybe a puzzle of some kind? It seems like this might be a door, right? But there's no key handles. Okay. Okay, well, let me try and fight it then. What's the second one? They're all about the same difficulty. I'll put up an armor. And shotgun blast them. Oh. We'll get an opening hit. Oh, hey, I get my health back too. Burn that one. And the shotgun should eliminate the back two. One left. Oh hey, a keystone. I can just go ahead and use this then. A loop? Is it a ring? As you place the ring on your head, two things happen. One is that it begins humming and shimmering in the weird way El Vibro things shimmer. The other is that you suddenly feel like as if you put earplugs into your brain. Your thoughts get weirdly quiet. Your sense of the surrounding magical and psychic energy is almost completely muffled. Weird. I'll say it's weird and not entirely pleasant. You take off the headband. Don't break it. I'll fight. Okay. Golem. Bean wall. Summon armor. They're not hurting me anytime soon. Some hot damage to him. Alright, start taking pot shots, Alice. Oh, there goes the bean. Two down. Exposed. But should have more than enough to finish this. Miss me! Uh-oh. Oh, he missed me too. Get him with the stink. way. Circular. Left. Okay, can I use the map from here? Yeah, okay. Alright, let's take this back to the professor. My coffee? Ow. Hey, Professor, I found a thing. Great! What thing? Aha! A marvelous find! This device makes batteries, or will once I fix it. Batteries? Yep. The El Valbranos power their portable equipment with little electric marbles, like the one I put in your transponder. I'm sure I don't have to tell you, a regular source of those would be incredibly useful. Oh, that's another key of sorts. Okay, so... get some bullets. Great pose. Don't really need any of that. Keep going where you're going. Alright, let's go ahead and call it a day. Let's try and take care of a couple of things real quick today before we skip the second day. Go back to Reboot Hill because I want to go ahead and put in another answer for that logic problem. You got a small makeshift signpost stuck into the ground a few yards from the road in such a hand. It says free meat, and indeed there's a small pile of meat lying in front of it. You're so distracted from rolling your eyes at this obvious trap, you almost miss the goblin sneaking up behind you. He's wearing an old buffalo skull for a helmet, which you have to admit looks really metal. I got it. Hand it to you. You nearly got me. Good job. Ha! You foolish human is falling into my clever trap. Now you are giving me valuables, or I am beating you up. You know, this may be the first time I've been mugged by a goblin. Usually you guys are more or less peaceable. I am smart like human. Why making things myself and robbing easier? Smart like human is a very accurate description of that idea. Yes. Giving me your stuff or hitting you. Calming down. Calming down. We coming to some kind of agreement? Agreeing with either taking stuff or hitting. We're gonna have to fight it. Let's see. I can do 36 flame damage. He gets one attack. He won't beat me if I put up a wall. And a beam for extra protection. Oh, he can just walk past it. Maybe put in some armor then. For some reason I thought he couldn't just do that. I blast him. Should have given Peace a chance. It was only 11 meat, man. Alright. I'll be back in a minute. Some Pamela. Was Pamela born in the... Alright, I guess I'll go with Miss Melissa. come on! How is it that both of the answers were wrong? That's gonna be bothering me. Is there another reason? No, I think that was really the only thing I wanted to come back and try. Alright. Go back to the store, see if they got anything, I guess. Off on the side of the trail, you see a covered wagon. Small family of settlers look up. You folks okay? We're on our way to Dirtwater, but our wagon went and broke down on us. Well, that's rough. You're liable to get attacked by bandits out here, or snakes, or coyotes, or ghosts, or other things that basically live exclusively on stranded travelers. Isn't there something you do? I'll give them a ride. Alright, I'll give you a wait a minute. You've got 2 horses hitched to this wagon. Why don't you just ride the horses? What? You know how to ride a horse, don't you? Just ride a Dirtwater. But these are cart horses. Oh, for the... You help the confused settlers figure out how to sit on the cart of horses and lead them back to Dirtwater. Oh, I guess we're taking a detour. Still nothing going up past here. Alright, I guess I'm gonna take another nap. Alright. Well, I guess that'll be a good stopping point. In the next episode, I'll try and figure out that logic problem again. What did I miss? There must have been a third answer I could have given. But, I guess I'll cut it there. If you're watching this in post, thank you for watching. Next episode, we'll go after that logic problem, get the permit for logging, and continue on with that subplot. Hopefully we can get enough done to get the bridge built. Alright, so until then, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And take care and goodbye.